I know our next guest is grateful for everyone's role in making our state and local communities a great place to live and work. It is my honor now to welcome the Governor of the great state of Colorado. Please join me giving a round of applause to Governor John Hickenlooper.
I knew that was one mouthful of salad too much. Always the way. I get the 2-minute welcome to really thank everybody for being here, for supporting this great evening. Obviously, Robin Wise is the President and CEO of Junior Achievement. Kelly Bruff, who's brought so much as CEO of Metro Denver Chamber. All the inductees. I saw Congressman Mike Coffman is here. A little bit of that salad. I saw Cynthia Kaufman, our new Attorney General, is here. Janice Sinden, who's Chief of Staff for Michael Hancock. Scott Martinez, the City Attorney for Denver. Various city Council members, too numerous to name. This means a lot that we have our elected leaders recognizing and supporting the real champions of our business community. Our state unemployment's down to 4% now. By any measure, or pretty much any measure, we're in the top 3 states, or sometimes 4 states, in terms of workforce, economic growth, job creation, tech startups, whatever. Well, this is, to a large extent, the result of all of you, the work that you guys do every day in building your businesses and making sure that events like this, we see where we came from and use that as an inspiration, or at least a stimulus for our young businesses and entrepreneurs. This year, and I love this event as a frustrated entrepreneur. I was an entrepreneur for a number of years, and now I like to think that I'm entrepreneurial. But it's hard to convince anyone, if you're an elected official, that you're an entrepreneur of any kind, probably fairly. This group is as good a group of entrepreneurs as I've ever seen on one night. Pat Bolin, I mean, the difference that he has made in this city, in this state, by making the Broncos, I mean, it was his passion, his obsession, but what a gift to the entire state. And I can't tell you, when I'm sometimes trying to talk a CEO into moving a company here or opening a large office, he goes, well, you do have the Broncos. And the Cannon family, just by chance, last night I had dinner with a couple of the 3rd-generation Cannons, and we heard a little bit there in your program. There's a lot more. Talk about a family that has had an impact generation after generation. Klaus Obermeyer, really one of the legends in the country and the world, did so much, so many revolutionary innovations and ideas, and to see where we are now and realize that he was there at the very beginning and played a role in shaping what Colorado is today is remarkable. Tom Petrie, I saw Tom Petrie when I came in. I immediately made a beeline to him so I could make sure that I had the latest information on whether oil prices were going to keep going down, whether they're going to stabilize or not. Well, we don't always recognize, but Tom Petrie is arguably one of the 2 or 3 most influential people around that kind of statistical prediction around oil and gas in the world. And to have him here, some of us might take him for granted. He is a resource that we should always appreciate. And then last, Bob and Joanna Sakata. I did an ad for, to make sure we always buy Colorado. And the farm we picked was the Sakata farm, and I got to hang out and see how their family conducts business. And it is, in many ways, no different than all of your businesses here. There is such a focus on the customer and making sure they do everything right, and making sure that their business is going to be here for the long term, always making sure they invest going forward. So we have 5 great inductees. This is going to be a great night. Thank you all for being here and supporting this. Thank you to Junior Achievement and the Chamber. And now I'll turn it back to Greg and Miley.